Christmas is around the corner, and while Anna dives back into her Christmas DIY projects, I take on a challenge of my own. I know I can't compete with her when it comes to crafting, but I can try to make something special in the kitchen. So my mission is clear: to organize a cozy Christmas aperitif for the whole family and see if, at least there, I can hold my ground.
I love to make my Christmas wrapping as personal as possible by making it myself. I've just picked them quickly from the garden. So I'm going to show you a really easy, simple way of inking that up and printing it onto the craft paper to make some beautiful homemade wrapping. So I'm going to try to mix up a green colour with my yellow and blue paints. We're just going to start rolling it out. We're just going to roll it directly onto the leaf and try to cover all of my leaves. And then I can just lift it off, and we're going to now print it onto the paper. So I'm just going to place it anywhere. So if you kind of work from the outside, I'm going to just place that wherever you like. It's really pretty. Now I'm just going to try it with a lighter colour. One wrapping paper. I've also got this lino stamp of my oak leaf design, which I'm going to also print onto some craft paper. So I've now mixed up a darker green colour. Pretty happy with that one. Now I'm going to have a go at printing the same print but on the red background with a lighter green. And I've also got simple stripes that I just carved out of this lino.
I wanted to do something really nice for Anna and the kids, and I came up with the idea to do a Christmas-themed apéro. You know, that French tradition, a little snacks, some drinks. I want to make things that are related to Normandy. Some seasonal Normandy fruits, pomegranates and bananas. No, that's the wrong one. Apples and pears. Both these things are super typical for Normandy, and almost all my recipes will be based on these two. I'm starting with a soup which I really like. It's a carrot pear soup. 1 potato, onion, clove of garlic, 2 carrots and 1 pear. So my girls just said they want a lot of soup, so I'm going to increase the amount of carrots by 2. Small bit of garlic, not too much. Not many know, but I did go to a hotel school before I went to uni. For these recipes, I'm also going to use an insane and unhealthy amount of butter, because we're in Normandy after all. Butter, 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 a lot of butter. We fry the onions until they get transparent, glassy. Then they're ready. And in the meantime, I'm going to peel the carrots. And last but not least, the pears. And as the name says, they will come in pairs. There's no dog. I just pretended to give something to a dog. I would never give something to a dog underneath the kitchen counter. That would trigger horrible habits. Not many people know, but I used to work as a dog trainer in the border police. So I almost forgot. The potatoes, the 1 potato, just gives it a little bit of starch, so to get the soup a bit thicker. Okay, this is chicken stock. I boiled a chicken yesterday, 2 to 3 hours a long process, a lot of vegetable, but it's totally worth it. And I would never buy industrial cube type chicken stock. Okay, so I'm gonna just cover it about here. That's enough. And of course a bit of salt and pepper. Now a little bit of spices, a tiny bit of nutmeg, some ginger powder, and my secret weapon, curcuma. Curcuma. That smells so good.
Another super easy way to make some stamps. Everyone can do this at home. And it includes potatoes. And we're going to cut them in half. And then if you've got some cookie cutters, preferably kind of Christmas inspired, and then you're going to press that into your potato. You're just going to cut 1/2 centimeter and take out your potato, and then you can just peel away. And there we have 1 star potato.
So 1 done, 4 more to go. And the next one is going to be fun. It's going to be a spicy nut nibbly thing. So I have fresh nuts here from the garden. And we're going to roast them and we're going to make them slightly spicy. Even the kids like it, but I make it spicy enough so they don't eat too much. And me and Anna, we can have most of them. Clever parenting. That's also the reason why I only buy chili chocolate. Not many know, but when I was a student, I worked in a chocolate factory to finance my studies. I studied chemistry and engineering. That's how I got the internship at SpaceX. Okay, what did I put in? 4 spice, piment doux, sweet paprika, ginger, which is also in the 4 spice, honey, and just a little bit of Italian chili. I use just 1 because it's super spicy. Because what the goal of this is to make it painful for the children to eat, but just bearable for us so we enjoy it. Because this is so yummy. Look at that. Now, chuck the nuts in there. So we have some almonds fresh from our garden and some cashew, equally fresh from our garden. Now look at this. And very important, a pinch of salt. This goes on here. Oh. This goes in the oven for about 15 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius or 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Alexa, switch on the timer for 16 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mayor. 1 hour, starting now.
What? I didn't say 1 hour. Alexa, stop. Alexa, switch on the timer for 16 minutes. Alexa, switch on the timer for 16 minutes or I throw you out of the window.
Second timer, 1 hour, starting now.
Alexa, stop all the timers. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Beautiful tech. Sorry if I triggered all your Alexas at home now.
Mission Christmas table styling. I'm heading to Emmaüs. It's the charity shop that we sometimes go to source vintage furniture. It's like a secondhand shop basically. I want to find some vintage napkins, also some little gifts to put into my Christmas crackers which I'm making. So fingers crossed, hopefully I'll find some little treasures that can make this little Christmas meal extra special. So many things. Look, they have some really cute threads. See if they've got any serving platters. Just spotted some little champagne glasses for €5. They're really pretty. Just spotted this beautiful one. Look at this, €6. I love it. These little ice cream balls, so cute. And there's a set of 4. Super cute little tin. Look at all the cute cookie cutters.
I dreamed of her in Avalon.
Now we try to find some fish from the fishmonger here. I hope we get some very fresh scallops on the market today. That would be amazing.
So I think I'll travel on. Avalon.
Whilst the nuts are in the oven, I'm gonna take care of the next course. And I only do this because the kids don't like scallops. So I think they don't eat the scallops, which me and Anna love. They love chicken, so I'm gonna make something finger foody with the chicken. So I'm making chicken balls, little chicken balls with, again, because that's the theme, pear. Take some chicken fillet and cut it in fine, fine bits. I use about 400 grams. 1 egg, and that's the egg from before. About that much breadcrumbs. Now we just need to season it with a bit of salt and pepper. And the magic ingredients, pear. So 1 pear is plenty. You mix the whole thing. I'm just gonna add a little bit of thyme and a little bit of rosemary. That's always good with chicken. Ooh. Just in time. And now they go in a 180 degrees Celsius oven for about 20 minutes. Alexa, put a timer on for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Anna, you're back.
I'm back, and it was a success.
It was a success?
I think so.
You think so?
Let me show you what I got. Of course, no brocanting trip would be complete without a ceramic.
I love it.
Love it. It's €6
€6.
for this beautiful bowl. It's super heavy.
I love it, Anna.
And then I picked up this. I feel like this is quite a funky serving platter, or perhaps for a tray for drinks.
Yeah.
You're not sure?
10 out of 10.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
I also got these cute little coupes, these little cups, and I thought that could be good for serving, I don't know, ice cream and things like that.
I think I have something for these.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Then I got some very funky glasses, but I absolutely love them. Look at these.
Oh,
They're cool, no?
I like them. I like them.
Alexa, stop. And they come in 2 different sizes. So
They're really cool. They have something 80s going on, which I
Yeah.
really like.
I really think they're
Yes.
cool. I also got these ones. They're a bit more classic.
Yes.
Little coupe for champagne.
Do you know where they come from, Anna? And do you know the story of these?
No.
The legend.
What's the legend?
It is said that these cups are made, measured to the breasts of Marie Antoinette.
Really?
Yes.
So yeah, I think I did quite a good haul. I also got a few other little surprises for my crackers, which
Okay.
I'm not going to show you.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to have to wait and you'll see later.
I'm taking care now of the dessert. Pears in pairs. So you need a pear, type of pear that stays hard. When you peel them, that is so easy and so yummy. Cut it in half. With a small spoon or this scraper tool, you scrape out the hard bit. So we need butter. I promised you a lot of butter today. The more the butter, more butter. I think what's really good with pear, it's a little bit of rosemary. So I'm going to stick that in here. And the last secret ingredient, once again, some honey. And now this goes into the oven, 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. Degrees Celsius, that's the equivalent of about 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to prepare something that only me and Anna likes. Sure you recognize this. This is a camembert. Very typical cheese from here. You can eat it raw, just like cheese, but very often here, maybe even more often, people here eat camembert cooked or grilled. So what you do, you take off the plastic protection or whatever protection it has and you put it back in this wooden crate. You cut along the border and then you can make a cross in the middle or whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. Make some little indents. So a little bit of garlic in slices, and we use these slices and stick these slices in here, into the camembert. Romarin. Now you can press the inside a little bit down to make it almost like a little plate. And then, again, a little bit of honey. It's all about honey today. Honey, apple and pears. And then, surprise, surprise, olive oil. A little bit of olive oil on top. And that's it. And now you put it in the oven for about 15 minutes and then you check, and it needs to be melted inside, but obviously you don't want it to burn. So give it 10-15 minutes, double check, and when you see that it's nice melted, then you take it out. Anna, what are you doing?
I am writing our Patreon Christmas cards. So every year we post out handwritten Christmas cards to all our top 3-tier patrons, and everybody else gets a Christmas postcard as well. So everybody should get a Christmas postcard or card from us this year. And it's just our way of saying thank you to our patrons for being amazing and supporting us throughout the year.
Can I see the card?
Yeah, this is the Christmas card this year.
Oh, who made this beautiful picture?
I think it was me.
You? Maybe.
I think it was actually.
Are you almost done?
I'm almost done. Yeah, I need to run to the post office after this, so.
We always have it late, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I always get started and then somehow it takes me a little longer than expected.
I'm gonna cut this in little cubes, you will see. Cubes, not too small, not too big. I promised you a lot of butter there will be, so here we go. I had to move the nuts out of the way because I just kept eating them and then we run out before it even starts. Apples, an unhealthy amount of butter, a tiny bit of salt because this is not a dessert, this is going to be for the scallops. And a squeeze of lemon, a big squeeze of lemon. I'm going to take the butter out now. And because we are in normally, I'm going to add a little bit of cider. Now a couple of herbs from the garden, thyme, oregano. Don't hesitate to put a little bit of sugar in it. Oh, nice. It is the end of the year and there couldn't be a better time to thank our most faithful sponsor to be with us for all these years. You guessed it, Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to create an outstanding web presence, which also happens to be, again, this week's ad. And we are so glad that we can team up with Squarespace because it's one of these tools which make the surfing experience for humanity. So much better thanks to the millions of people who use it to create their online presence. Nowadays, Squarespace uses a powerful tool called Blueprint AI to help you creating your first website that matches your style and needs, but it will be equally helpful to completely redesign your online presence from scratch. It doesn't matter whether you need a web page for your personal project, or if you launch a large e-commerce business, or if you need to schedule appointments for your clients. Squarespace has you covered and includes a super easy to integrate tool to accept payments from all major payment providers. So if you want people to enjoy exploring what you have to offer on your page, head over to squarespace.com/howtowinwithachateau for a free trial. And if you're ready to launch, head over to squarespace.com and use offer code howtowinwithachateau to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
I am back from the charity shop and I've got these very pretty vintage napkins. I'm going to take one of my old lino stamps and I'm going to just print over the top of them with this really pretty Bordeaux colour that I have here.
I hear you saying, what's going on here? The food is almost ready, but what's with the drinks? And that's why we have this here. I'm gonna make mulled white wine for the parents, and this is for the kids. We stopped giving alcohol to the kids because they always become aggressive and start spending all their money on gambling. So for the kids, it's gonna be the same principle as mulled wine, but with orange juice, and it's very good, and they like it. Sternanis. Same here. Clou de girofle. Clou de girofle for the wine. Come on. Cinnamon. Again, I'm gonna use up the ginger powder. Why not? I forgot to buy an orange. It would have been nice to have some orange also in the wine, but maybe I just put a little bit of orange juice in here. So it's just me and Anna, we don't want too much. Yeah, that's enough. And now these two. One here. You don't want to cook this because otherwise the wine evaporates. You just want to heat it up. And the same for the orange juice. If you cook it, then all the oranginess evaporates. So you just heat it up.
And the last thing I want to prepare for my table this evening, I'm going to make some Christmas crackers. Christmas crackers are a really traditional thing to have on a table at Christmas in England. Historically, they were from the Victorian times. It's a really fun little thing to make, and I'm just going to glue my thin paper onto that to give it a bit more stiffness. You always have a joke in your cracker, so I'm just going to pop that in here. And then I've bought some bits and pieces from the charity shop from MIO's. Everybody's going to get a little cookie cutter. I bought the girls because they're really into crochet. I got them some crochet needles and a little ball of thread. That makes our crown. Like this. So I'm going to make one for each of the crackers, and then we can we'll fold up our little Christmas hat. Another piece of ribbon.
The most important step to Chateau coziness is a chimney fire. So it's time to make a light fire in the oven. We need to clean it, right? And I have a trick how to clean it. Now that's an important trick. You learn a lot today. Wet tissue, a little bit of, what is that? Ash. And that is the perfect cleaning thing for glasses. You don't need to buy a product. Tissue, water, ash. So I'm gonna clean this now. Look at that. It cleans so well, just with a little bit of ash and water. That is a fantastic tip that somebody gave me, and I'm telling you. You learned so many things today. I should actually charge you for that. I know, that's why you watch this channel. I'm just gonna make some randomly shaped pyramid of logs. I also put in some bigger ones, so to mix it, to preheat them or something. And then, just some, it's loose, but it should do the job. And then to start with, I leave it a little bit open, so it gets enough oxygen. And anyway, just look how it starts. No smoke, just pure happiness, pure joy and fire. Now look at that. Hello, hello.
Hello!
I see you already, and wow, what's that?
So a little table decoration, some hand-printed vintage serviettes.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And as a little surprise for everyone, I've made some homemade crackers. Everybody's got their own named.
Oh, they're so nice.
With some surprises inside.
Is that mine?
This one is for you.
Oh.
Ziggy has a little bow.
He has a little bow.
He's matching with the napkins.
Oh, that's beautiful. How did you? We didn't have these.
Look, I just made them.
You just made them?
Yeah.
You just printed it right now.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been busy as well, and I'm going to show you what I made. Are you ready, girls, for a 5-course cozy Christmas aperitif?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm coming. Ta-da!
Wow.
So we have vin chaud for the adults and a special Christmas orange juice for the kids. The problem now is they do look the same. So you can pick whatever you want and hopefully you don't get the alcohol. You knew it, cheeky one. I'm giving you this one.
In our new
Can I-
glasses.
in the new glasses. It's really hot. Careful, girls. It's hot. I think there's definitely an 80s vibe going on here.
Love it.
I love it. Yeah, good choice, Anna. Good choice. And these are my special
Nuts.
nuts. I would call them
Christmas
because
nuts.
they're a bit chilly. There's a little bit of chill in there, so I would call them Papa's hot nuts. What do you think?
Mmm. Oh, wow. They're delicious.
So you like my hot nuts?
Mm-hmm. There's a little innuendo.
Let's call them.
Crunchy Christmas nibbles. It's a white mulled wine. I've never had that. Oh, that's delicious. That's really good. Cheers, girls. Cheers. Lily? Cheers.
Okay, can we open these now?
Okay, yes.
And you made them, Anna.
I made them.
That's fantastic.
And Lily, give it a pull.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
So, whee! It's a crochet needle and some thread. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh wow, a cookie cutter.
And
wow, is it a cheese knife?
yes.
That is brilliant. Thank you so much. I always wanted a cheese knife.
Yes, I know you did. Hopefully it's big enough for your head.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Do you look good?
No, because your eyes are coming out.
Now I look
There
good.
we go. That looks good. Right.
Now I look good.
Okay, now my turn. Whee!
Money?
I also got
Oh. Oh, you also
some
got
cookie cutters.
Bonsoir, madame. Bonsoir, monsieur. Also here, wrong language. Here we have a soup, and this is a carrot poire pear soup. Slightly sweet again, and very Christmassy, and very yummy, with a
Wow.
little bit of cream, and because we love it so much, a little bit of sweet paprika.
Ooh,
Yeah, creme fraiche.
that looks so delicious.
What do you call Santa when he stops moving?
Santa Freeze.
Almost.
Santa Claus.
Almost.
Santa Paws.
Oh.
Why did Santa bring a ladder to Christmas dinner?
I don't know.
Because he heard it was another level.
Oh.
What's Santa's favourite type of music?
I don't know.
Santa jazz.
Ella?
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to try this.
So good.
Oh, you like it?
Wow.
Oh, I'm glad
Let's
you
try.
like it.
Oh wow, Philip, this is so good. What is in it?
It is pear, it is carrot, and some other secrets.
Delicious.
Well, glad you like it, girls. So to finish the meatballs, I'm gonna just slightly fry them in butter and olive oil. And I decided to cut them in half because they were too big for nibble.
Ooh, what have we got here?
Here we have roasted camembert for us adults.
Ooh, yum.
And we have chicken balls with boulette de poulet on a chili chutney, which I didn't make. We had that, but I know the kids love it. So
It's for me, or am
this
I?
is for you.
Ooh. Oh, and Ziggy's trying to get close in
Yeah.
as well. This is not for Ziggy. Mmm. Oh wow.
So this is chicken, and again with pear, because that's the theme today. It's apple and pear.
Pear?
Yes.
Wow.
It's really good, no? Ziggy's not very happy because he hasn't got any. So Ella felt sorry for Ziggy. And she's got him something. Oh.
For Mum and Papa,
That looks so good.
I might start. That is so good. We have it very often, but we love that. Well, because you don't like cheese that much, right?
No. It looks yummy, but it doesn't.
It's an explosion of flavor in your mouth. You want to try? An explosion of flavor in your mouth?
It's like boba tea.
Like herbal tea.
Boba tea.
I don't know what it is. Do you know what herbal tea is?
Bubble tea.
Oh, bubble
Oh, bubble
tea.
tea. Oh, right.
Like a little...
Ella, do you want to try this? It's not a success with the kids. And here a light dessert for the kids. So who wants the one big one and two small ones?
Wow, look at that.
Roasted pears. It's all about the taste.
How is it, girls?
Caramelized.
Is it caramelized pear? Yes. With a little bit of honey and some other secrets.
Is your secret a hair?
Oh no.
What do you think, Ella?
Very good. You have some.
How was it, Nils? How many points out of 10 for your papa's cooking?
Out of 5. Just spit it out. What? How many stars? You can be honest. I don't mind.
4.
Okay. Okay. Have I told you that you're adopted? So the kids are in bed, and now it's scallop time for me and Anna. So I'm gonna use the apple butter from before. When you make scallops, you want to cook them approximately 3 minutes each side, or even less. In French we call it snacker, to snack them. I don't know why. And finally, the really, really good thing, the scallops.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Scallops in applesauce with apple. It doesn't get any fresher than that.
Oh my goodness. That is so good. What is the sauce?
It's, well, apple, butter, and a lot of cider.
That is really, really good. I think it's the best scallops I've ever had.
No, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That is an amazing combination.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
The apple and the scallops and the cider.
It is very good. It is very
You do
good.
say so yourself.
If I might say so myself. No, it's good. It's really, really good. And one more thing, Anna.
Yeah.
Your Marie Antoinette champagne glasses inspired me. And I remember many years ago when we still lived in Paris, we went out, we had champagne with ice cubes called piscine.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
you remember that was always served in these glasses. So that's actually the perfect. I was a bit critical towards these glasses, but actually it's the perfect glass for this, for piscine.
And I don't think you can go too wrong for €1.
Yeah. So champagne and ice cubes, very fashionable amongst the young crowd in Paris 15 years ago. Probably still. So cheers.
Cheers.
To you, to Christmas, and to your wonderful scarves that they sold out, Anna.
And well, I should really say thank you to all of you who ordered them. And yeah, it's quite crazy. I can't really believe it. We were completely overwhelmed by how quickly they sold out and all the orders. So hopefully they will be with you very soon. They're in production right now as we speak. And yeah, after Christmas, they will be shipped out to you.
What are you going to eat dessert? Dessert is this.
Oh,
Sorry.
wow. Now it's my
There's only
turn.
one left because the kids ate my portion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but that's okay. So this
I'll share it. I'll share it.
This is a caramelized pear. How is it?
It's delicious. That was an amazing menu.
Did
I
you
want
enjoy
it
it?
again. I want it again.
You want it again?
So let's raise a glass to this year. We've had an amazing year, and thank you, all of you, for watching all the videos, for commenting, and all our patrons, of course, for being amazing and supporting us throughout the year.
Merry Christmas to everybody. out
Merry
there.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
We hope you have a very lovely festive time with your family and friends. And we can't wait to see you here in, well, another week, in a week's time, where we are going to be somewhere a little different.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Bye-bye. See you soon. See you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers, my love. Cheers. Cheers.